Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and this is a major problem. So, here I have a great article for you guys from tapinto.net. I will leave a link to it in the description down below so you guys could check it out. Borough passes ordinance to resist Verizon towers. This is not good. This should not be happening at the local municipality level. New ordinances allow the municipality to take as much control as possible with the FCC. This is not good because this means the carriers are going to just fight an uphill battle on getting the stuff approved, and going through the permitting process is going to take a lot longer than it should. So in this case, the mayor and council at its most recent meeting approved an ordinance for second reading that would give the borough a fighting chance against the impending Verizon cell towers that are supposed to be built along the boardwalk. Ordinance 2023-09 will affect how and where poles can be installed. So very interesting. So this is in regards to Verizon trying to build small cells along the boardwalk. Now, there's calculations that go into this from an engineering perspective. So if those poles need to be placed at that specific location, it's because the engineers designed it and calculated it that way. So the fact that with this, according to this new ordinance, the local municipalities can just step in and have so much control over this, in my opinion, is not good. That's where the FCC should step in and say, hey, look, if it's not like in a super bad place or super terrible, and it's not like, neat or clean or whatever, then yes, you should be able to step in. But if that pole needs to be placed right there, then it needs to go right there, right? The carrier, they calculated it, they strategized, they know exactly where the stuff needs to go. And I just think at that level, the local municipality, I think they have too much control as it stands now. If this is the case and they gain perhaps even more control, it's going to be even harder for Verizon to place these nodes, and eventually they'll just give up. They just won't put them. That's how bad it is in some instances. I've heard from engineers that eventually they just give up. They try to go to the meetings to say, look, this is the usage patterns. We keep increasing on usage, and we need to put these small cells. And they try and try and try and try. And then if they fail, they just give up. And then you're stuck with whatever coverage and capacity is there. So this is a major problem in my opinion. Now, I know there are some rules and regulations that need to be implemented. So I get that. I understand that. There's the small cells. They need to look a certain way. They don't need to be all crazy looking. So I get that. I understand that. And I think that the local municipalities should have control over that. But they shouldn't have control of where the node needs to be placed, where it needs to be put, because they don't know. They're not engineers. They don't know how to calculate. They don't know the grid of the tower of the macro, so they don't know exactly where the small cells need to be placed. So I think that's them crossing the line at that point, and that's where the FCC, in my opinion, should step in, and they should get that under control and handled. But it looks like, per this new ordinance, that this municipality is going to be able to resist Verizon's new small cells. That's not good. That's not going to move the wireless industry forward. That's not going to help these people along the boardwalk that need that capacity. So again, in this case, we're taking steps back in a big way, and I think this needs to be fixed. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Of course, I'll leave this article in the description so you guys can check it out in its entirety. Again, pretty good article, but again, major problem, needs to be fixed, and it needs to be fixed very soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned, like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.